Hello everyone and welcome to the Time for Tea Designs new release for November. Now those of you that follow us on Facebook regularly and watch our Facebook lives know that normally I do the full reveal on the night before the release goes live over on our Facebook channel, and I do that live. Unfortunately this week I am away for the night before. So I'm going to pre-record the reveal. So it's still live, but pre-recorded live, if that makes sense. And it will be shown on here on YouTube. So I'm really pleased that you've been able to join us. If you're watching us live when this premieres, then that's awesome. I'm so pleased that you can join us. And if you are joining us live as part of the premiere, then any comments that you make during the live will be collated, and we will randomly pick a winner to receive items from the new release. So that is only if you have participated in the live premiere. If you are commenting and you're watching this on the replay, I'm afraid the giveaway has closed. But for those of you that are watching us, some of the design team will be joining us for the premiere. Unfortunately, like I say, I'm going to be away for the evening. I'm taking my mum to see a concert in Liverpool. So I won't be around, but the design team will if you've got any questions. So I think we should just crack on. What I'm intending to do tonight is I will go through the entire new release with you, and I've got all of the items here in my little box here, but I'm going to pop that to one side and we'll go through them one by one, and then I'll show you some samples that the design team and myself have made to show you what you can make, some inspiration for some of these great products. Cool, let's get in there, because I am so excited about this release. I absolutely love everything about it. I'm hoping that you're not going to get too much glare on screen here, because I can't really see what you guys are seeing, but I know that if I keep this quite flat then you should be fine. So the first stamp and coordinating die set I've got for you is the Stop Dachshund Around, and the reason that I have called it that rather than Dachshund Through the Snow, which is one of the wonderful sentiments in here, is that I want you to think about using this at different times of year, not just at Christmas. So the release that we've got for you, while it is quite winter themed, can be used all year round. So just you know, bear that in mind, because I try my best to make all of the products as versatile as possible. So in this set, we've got these adorable Dachshunds, and I'm just going to just have a little look, see if I can show you a little bit more closely without getting too much glare. So we have our little stood on his hind legs dancing Dachshund here. We have another little Dachshund stood looking in one direction, and then we have our leaping Dachshund looking in the other direction, so you can have them kind of pointing towards each other on your card front. And then we have the great sentiments, Stop Dachshund Around and Dachshund Through the Snow. And you also have these great little accessories of some little jumpers there. Now there is another item in the release coming up that I'll show you how you can do some paper piecing with these, because they do come with the coordinating dies, so you will be able to cut those out and add those to your little Dachshund and make a nice little patterned jumper for each of them. You could also do the same with the scarf, and then we've got a little hat as well, which can be a woolly hat or a Santa hat depending on how you colour that in. So that's our first set, really cute, and pop that to one side. The next stamp set that I've got for you is called Stinking Cute. I thought that that was right. It's the Stinking Cute stamp set, and it is stinking cute. It's so adorable. So again, it comes with several character stamps. So these are all our little skunks. So we have the little one peering over the log here. We've got the one that's curled up having a little snooze. We've got two characters facing towards each other, and they can be holding some of the other elements that you've got as extra accessories, the flowers, the leaves, the carrot, and so on. And then we've also, I'll just turn this around so you can see, this little guy is actually hopping. So he could just be stood, but when I designed him, I had in mind the little skunk from the Pepe Le Pew cartoons, where he like hopped and boinged along, which I thought was really super cute. And then we have the sentiments, which are awesome. So we've got no stinking way, I love you, so there's a so there, stinking much, you're stinking cute, you're stinking loved, or you're stinking great. Or you could add in you're so stinking great as well. And like I say, you've got extra little accessories of mushrooms, a heart, some hearts and stars. So loads of things that you can then use to decorate your cards with. And as always, they come with the coordinating dies, and the coordinating dies cut out all of your sentiments as well. So you can build up your sentiments on the front of your card that way really easily. Next up is the Jumping with Joy stamp set. This is really, really cute. Again, both of these sets are really versatile to be used at all times of year. So you can use them during the winter months, but also you can use them in autumn and throughout the spring and summer months too. They do have an autumnal feel to them though, I think. So perfect for around this time of year. So we've got our leaping squirrel here, which ties in with the sentiment jumping with joy, and that jumping with joy sentiment can be teamed up with the to have you as a friend. So we're jumping with joy to have you as a friend, which is really, really cool. We've got another little squirrel here, and you can see here he's got his little paws in front of him, and on the coordinating die set, this is the coordinating die that goes with this squirrel, and it cuts around his little paws there. So you can pop something in his paws. You can pop something in from any of our other stamp sets if you want to, but this particular stamp set has a little pine cone and a little acorn that fit perfectly in his paws there. We have our little sleeping mouse, the cute little hedgehog. We also have the sentiments of stay warm and oh what fun. And then here we have a pile of leaves. Now this little pile of leaves can be used just purely as a pile of leaves, and you can add extra leaves into that to fill in this gap if you want to, and you can add some foam to those to decoupage those up, or you can use this as a little leaf cave for our little mouse to sleep under. So it's like he's created a little hut out of leaves for him to have a little snuggle and a sleep in, and stay warm. So and we also have the little Z's as well to go with the little sleeping mouse, which is really, really cute. So that's the third set. The next set that we've got for you is an addition to, it's kind of like the sequel, if you like, to sets that we have released previously. These have been a super popular character of ours. So we wanted to really expand on the range, and this is our Baked with More Love stamp set. So we did release an A6 Baked with Love stamp set, and some time ago now, actually. It's been one of probably our longest standing stamp sets. And we also released the Bake My Day A7 stamp set. So the A7 stamp set, I believe, has sold out now. And we won't be recommissioning that one. So instead of doing that, what I've done is I've made a bigger set, the A6, another A6 size set that will coordinate perfectly with the original Baked with Love set. And I'll pop a picture of the Baked with Love set up on the screen for those of you that haven't seen that. So in this set, you get 3 more mice characters. So if you haven't got the original set, don't worry, it doesn't matter, because this can work as a standalone set on its own anyway, because you have your 3 little mouse characters, and they come with lots of gorgeous accessories that you can use to make your scene. So we've got a saucepan, we've got a pie, we've got a little cupcake or a muffin, we've got a little apron, a chef's hat. The apron is so cute as well when it's on this little mouse here. It's so cute. And the little chef's hat will sit on any of their little heads. We've got a pot, like a casserole pot. Our little mouse here is carrying a tray of muffins, pre-cooked, ready to go in the oven. We have an oven mitt, some eggs, we have a salt or sugar shaker, we've got the icing piping bag, and we've got a carton of milk as well. The sentiments that you get in this set are really cool. So we've got good food, good times and good friends. Bake it till you make it, which I think is a really good sentiment to send to a friend. And then we've got yum as well, which goes along with that. You do have the coordinating dies that go with everything, including the sentiments. So you've got everything you need there to make some really, really fun cards. And like I say, I will be showing you some samples using this at the end. So hang around for that. So that's that one. The next one, so this is the final stamp set of the release, and this one is perfect to go with the stamp set that we've just shown you. So this one here is the Baked with Love Kitchen add-on set. So this is an add-on to all of the Baked with Love series. So if you've got the previous set and you want the new set, this is a must-have to go with it. In here, you've got everything that you need to build your kitchen scene. And don't forget that when you're building your kitchen scene, you can incorporate any of your other Time for Tea Designs critters into that scene that you want. It doesn't just have to be the mice. So we've got a kitchen cabinet here. So this is a little worktop. You can add, you know, several of these next to each other to build up your background scene if you're, you know, making a slimline card, for example. But this could also then be used to make the base for your sink. So we have a little tap here that could go in the middle of your unit or at the side of your unit to indicate that there is a sink there. We have the oven. We have the fridge as well, and then we've also, for the top of your cabinets, we've got some fun items as well. So we've got a microwave, a toaster, a kettle, and some weighing scales. So they're great things to pop on top of your cabinets there. We also have this little hanging shelf here to hang your utensils, and the utensils that we've got are a whisk, a pizza knife, pizza cutter, and then the spatula here. So again, you can cut those out and hang those from this this little shelf here. And then we also have the sentiments of cooking up something, so cooking something sweet just for you. So you pop all of those together to create that sentiment, but you can mix and match that if you want to with other sentiments that you've got. Now, this does come with the coordinating dies, like I mentioned, and you have the coordinating dies for all of the sentiments as well, so that makes that super easy. What I will just point out to you as well, though, which is really, really cool about this set, is that you get the coordinating dies for the oven and for the sideboard here that allow you to cut an opening for your cupboard doors and for the oven door. And what that means is that you can then have a little bit of an interactive element where you can pop some of the items that are in the Baked with More Love set into your shelves or into your oven. So you could have the pie in this oven. You could perhaps have some of these elements inside of the shelves in your cupboard here. So you could perhaps have your milk stacking up in there. You could perhaps have your casserole dish in there. You could perhaps have your weighing scales in the cupboard as well. So there's lots of different things that you could pop inside of there to really build up your scene. And let me just see if I can actually find one that I have cut out for you to show you, because that will just show you how well these cut out and how great they look. So here we have the sideboard there that I've coloured and cut out. And then we also have here the oven. So let me just show you that there are little score lines just here that you can then use to open up those doors, and they cut perfectly on the line so that you can create that opening. And the same here with your little oven door, you can create a little opening there to pop something behind for you know, to just make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit of a surprise inside. You could even add a little sentiment inside of there as well, because the sentiments are small that come with both of the sets, so you could even hide a little sentiment in there if you wanted to. So that's the Baked with Love kitchen add-on set. Like I said, that's the last of the stamp sets. Okay, so now we're moving on to the standalone dies for this release, which we have some amazing examples for you. Okay, first up, excuse me, is our winter trees, and I do hope that there isn't too much glare on these guys. It's really hard because of the packaging, but these winter trees are so versatile. They cut out these great little tree elements which you can use to either frame your design using the background of your design. You can cut them out of different coloured cardstocks, you can ink blend them. So versatile, and again I will show you some examples of that coming up, and you get 4 of those in the set. Next up is our Home for Christmas set. This one is so cool. I've absolutely loved playing with this. It's got lots of little elements that allow you to build up a picture of 2 little houses, but depending on how you put those together, they can look completely different every time you do them. And I think we probably are going to get a little bit of glare on here, and I think probably at this point, although I was going to show you examples at the end, this one's one where I think showing you the examples now will really help, because you've got 2 different style of bases for the houses, but then you've got 2 different roofs as well here. You've also got on top of there, you've got these elements here, the squiggly bits. All of your squiggly bits are snow. So they're either snow caps for your house, snow caps for this tree, or snow caps for this tree, or these little ones. These are the little bits of snow that go underneath your windows, which is so cute. You've got the door shapes. You've also got little roofs or canopies for your windows here as well, and then you've got all the elements that you need to build up your trees as well. You've got a little doorknob, everything that you need to build up your little houses, and they are so cute. This is an example. I'll just show you these couple of examples that I made into tags to go on gifts, and I'm just going to stand up again so that you can see these. Hopefully you can see these really clearly. So this is an example of one of the houses that's been made up with the tree with the snow on top, and the house with the snow on top there. And then I'll show you this one here actually that shows you how to build up the windows. So you've got the canopy over the windows and the snow underneath the windows, your little doorknob on your door, and again the snow on top of your tree. Really cute, and so much fun to do. I absolutely loved making all of these samples. So we'll just pop them to one side. So that is your Home for Christmas standalone die set. The next one is an add-on set for our Open the Door. So our Open the Door die set was released, was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? I can't remember. This is my one. So it gives you this door shape, and the door opens, so it's got a cut in it to open the door, so that you can have something behind your door. It's got your doorstep, it's got extra elements here to decoupage up the front of your doors, and also the letterbox as well. So you've got your cute little door there, which is great for all different occasions. But what I wanted to do was create a set that would allow you to add to that for the holiday season. So what you have here are some great elements. You have your string of lights, And that you can build up your string of lights here. So you have the base piece, then you have your string, you have all your different light shapes that you can then print, cut in different coloured cardstock. These are the elements that go just here. So they're like the little connectors. So again, you can have them in a different colour to your string. You have your stack of presents, which has got embossed lines in it so that you can make the distinction between each present. You've got a tree here, which is just a kind of a standard tree shape with the little plant pot to go with it. But then you also have more of a Christmas tree shape as well, so you can use both of those. This here, these cute little dies here, which are almost like little clouds, you can build up and decoupage to make like a topiary type tree to the top of your tree trunk, which is this piece here. And you also have a smaller tree base there. This is your wreath to go on the front of your door. So all of these trees you can use to decorate the side of your, to have outside of your door, but the wreath will go on the front of your door. And then you have all of these elements here to decorate up either your trees or your wreath or your presents. So we've got two different styles of bow. We've got a flower. We've got two different sizes of bauble. We have two different sizes of star. We have a holly leaf, which you can match up with this smaller bauble to make a berry. And like I say, you have your tree trunks there as well. So everything that you could possibly want to build up a really fun holiday scene with your open the door. So, and again, I'll show you some examples of how that's being used at the end. So that's the open the door add-on. The next one that we've got is our Slimline Mini Village, and I love this die so much. It's so classy, so pretty. It can be used across a slimline card, hence the name, but you can take sections of it and use it on a smaller card as well, so an A2 or an A6 size card base, depending on how you do it. You can also stack several of them up on one card base, which one of the design team has done. So I'll show you how that's being used shortly, but we have a stitch line at the bottom here. This isn't a cut line. So what that means is that you can cut this into your cardstock, and this will be, this bottom edge won't cut. So it will only cut out the top outline, which I think is awesome. And that means you can position it anywhere you want on your cardstock, and you can have that, you know, take that bottom piece and do whatever you want with that. And it also cuts out obviously all of the little windows in each of the houses. So this is a really pretty scene. Obviously it's got a bit of a winter edge to it, but you can use this at any time of year depending on the colours that you use and the cardstock that you use. So that is the Slimline Mini Village. Next one is a real staple, one that you're going to turn to over and over again. I love this set already. I've used it several times and I think it's awesome. All of the elements in it are ones that you're going to want to use. So you have here, you have the largest of the wide frames. Each have got a double stitch line. Great for shaker cards, absolutely perfect for shaker cards. You get 3 of those shapes. Each one does cut an extra, you know, has an extra cut line. So if you don't lay them all together when you cut them out, you're going to get a perfectly sized internal cut as well, if that makes sense. And then the final one is just like, is no stitching in the final one, so that can be used as a sentiment die strip. So really, really cool set that you'll use for lots and lots of different things. And again, I'll show you some examples of that at the end. We have another cover plate die for you in this release. I do love a good cover plate die. It makes backgrounds so easy and quick. And this one is a really fun one because it has some piercing elements to it. So stitched lines to create a pattern for you. This is a hand-drawn pattern by myself. And when I did it, I was thinking of kind of a snow flurry or a snowdrift kind of effect. So you can use it either way, either portrait or landscape. And it makes for a really, really pretty effect when you ink blend over the top of it. It's sized to fit an EU A6 size card base, but obviously can be cut down to fit an A2 size card as well. Next up is our takeout coffee cup set. This set was created to go with some of our previous released stamps with a coffee theme. And I know you guys love your coffee, and this is a really, really fun set to play with. So in the set we have the cup element, so to make the base of your cup. We have the sleeve here as well, which has the stitch detail in it to make it look like it's that corrugated effect that you get on coffee cup sleeves. We have the tops of your coffee cup here. So these two strips here, once you've cut them and then built them on top of each other, makes a standard Starbucks coffee cup type effect. This little die here makes your straw, and you can pop that in the top, and that's kind of your standard coffee cup effect. But if you want to make the kind of coffee cup that you would perhaps have if you were having a frappuccino, for example, then you would not use these two elements, but add this semicircle piece on top. You would fit your little bit of frothy cream, fits inside this this element here, and has again the stitch detail in it so that you can see some of that swirl. You have your marshmallows that you can chuck on top of that splodge of cream, and you can use the straw. There are two other decorative elements that you can use as well. So we have our little heart with the stitch detail in the center, which you can add to the front of your coffee cup or the coffee cup sleeve. And we also have a little tag here, which can be used to add your sentiment, but also to indicate that maybe you've got tea or a herbal tea inside your coffee cup as well. So lots of different ways to use it. It's a really, really fun set and complements our previous sets and some of the sentiments from those really, really well. And I'll show you some examples of that at the end. Now on to our sentiments for this release. So we have a number of sentiment dies for you to play with. The first one, it's really hard to tell what that says because obviously they're always backwards. So this one says yum. Perfect sentiment to go with our Baked with Love sets. The next one is cozy. So I'll just bring that, hopefully that's not too much glare for you. The cozy one, so I didn't mention on the previous one that does have two dies. So it cuts out the sentiment yum, but it has the outline die as well. The cozy die has 3 dies in it. So it cuts out an outline with a stitched detail on the inside. It then also cuts out another outline detail, and then the word is in the center. So you can build that up in 3 layers, which is really cool. We have the hugs sentiment. So I'll just bring that closer. And the hug sentiment has the stitch detail in the center of the word hugs, and then as the outline die as well. We have the word joy. So the joy, again, like with the hugs, has the stitch detail in the center and then the outline die as well. And then the final one is the coffee sentiment. So again, this one is going to be really great to use with your previous stamp sets like Snappy Before Coffee or the Coffee Lovers set. It cuts out the word coffee in this lovely scripty font and then has the outline die as well. Phew! So that is the dies. Next up, and I am going to take these out of the packaging because I think these will be quite yeah, I think these will be quite shiny shall we say. So yeah, let's take these out of the packaging for you. So sorry while we just make a bit of a noise. The first stencil that we've got is this. This is the tiled wall stencil. So the idea behind this stencil, really great versatile stencil you'll be able to use in a lot of your backgrounds, even just as a simple background with a nice sentiment over the top. But this really was to create a tiled wall effect behind your Baked with Love stamps. So you could use it for a wall or a floor, but I think that would be really great to use with those particular stamp sets. The next one, again, a really versatile one. I'll take this out of the packaging for you. This one was created really to go with the fabulous Dachshund Around stamp set, and it's a traditional houndstooth design. Slightly larger and makes an awesome background, but you can use that for any of your any of the stamps that we've brought out with this release, because it's a really cool design. This one again I think is really fun because you can use this as a background for your Baked with Love sets, but makes a really pretty background for any of the stamp sets that are in this release. So this is the boho tile, and it makes a really funky pattern for your backgrounds. Use your texture pastes on it, use your glitter pastes on it, do some nice ink blending, some ombre effects, and you'll make a really pretty background for all of your projects. So that's that one. And then the final one, this one is called Simple Stripes, but the Simple Stripes is perfect for creating plaid backgrounds. So I don't want you to think of this just stenciling it in the lines that you see here. The lines that you see here are also super versatile. As a simple background, you can use your maybe your embossing powders, some texture pastes. You can do one layer in one colour and then move the stencil down and do the next layer in another colour, so create traditional stripes in that way. Or you can turn your stencil round and flip it. So stencil it one way, flip it the next way, and you're creating a plaid background. Add some lines in there and you've created your own design. So I really love this to create kind of a gingham effect or a plaid effect. A really versatile stencil, that one. So you'll use that one a lot, I'm sure. Phew! So we still have products to come. And the next products to share with you are our paper products for this release, and this is probably my favorite paper pad that we've produced to date. I shouldn't have favorites, they're all my favorites really, but this one, I love it. So in here you're going to get 12 designs, 2 of each, 24 sheets in total, and these papers are just perfect for all of your winter projects. So let's try and have a little flick through of the 12 designs that you're going to get. So we're getting this kind of harlequin design. The colour scheme is throughout all of the pad, so you know that these are all going to coordinate beautifully together. We've got a houndstooth, we've got some trees, we've got a wood grain, which is the same design as our wood grain stamp set. We have a plaid design, some stripes, another plaid design just in a simple pink and red. We have the wood grain in a different colour there. Oops. We have some Christmas lights. So again, this, you can see how all of this works together with all of our other designs because of the Christmas lights that come with the open the door add-on. We have another houndstooth design there, another harlequin design but in a different colour. We have a different colour of the wood grain, and then we're back to the beginning again. So some really fun designs there that you'll be able to use across all of your projects, whether that be your gift wrapping, that be your you know, your little tags, and your card projects as well. So again, you'll see examples where I've used that for all of those things in the samples that I'm going to show you. So love that set, and you can see that they do detach very easily, so you're not going to rip your paper when you try and take them out of the pad itself. The other thing just to let you know about is that we have restocked our sentiment cards. So the sentiment cards that you get come in two different styles. One is the white on black and one is the black on white. They are printed in a slightly different way to our other sentiment cards, in that they allow you to, they're done in a toner ink, so that allows you to add your foil, which is really, really fun and makes for really, really beautiful sentiments. You will get 4 cards in each pack, so you will either get 4 of the white on black or 4 of the black on white, and you'll get 2 of each design. So the Let It Snow design or the Merry Christmas design, you will get 2 of each, so 4 cards in total. I hope that makes sense. But these are so versatile, and I've used them constantly. They're a really great go-to if you don't really have time to do any heat embossing or stamping of your own. Just cut them out with your trimmer and you're good to go. So that's the sentiment cards. And then the final thing to share with you are some new sprinkles. So we did bring out a range of clay sprinkles in, I think it was probably around Valentine's last year. We haven't done any more since, but I have been meaning to rectify that because they were so popular, and I love them myself for doing shakers, and we do love a shaker here. So these are the new clay shaker mixers that we have for you, and they're perfect for the season. So we've got the Snow Flurry. I'm just making sure that you can see them all on screen here. So yes, we have the Snow Flurry, which is a mixture of snowflakes and clay bits and little pearls in a lovely colour. We've got the Shaker Mix Penguin Parade, which is lots of cute little penguins. We have the Gingerbread Party, and in the Gingerbread Party, it really is a party in a bag. If I turn that over, you can see hopefully that you've got some little gingerbread houses as well as the gingerbread men. You've got like the little candy stripe circles there, and then some other little clay bits in festive colours. That one's a really, really fun one to do. We've got the Penguin Blizzard. So this is a mixture of the Snow Flurry with some of the penguins in there from the Penguin Parade. So that's a really cool, fun mix. That would go really, really well with our skating by penguins. And we have then the Festive Trees as well to finish off, which is a really nice selection of red and green festive trees. So all of the things really there that you would need for doing some really fun shaker cards. So that's the shaker mixers that we have on offer. And then the final thing just to let you know about is that we do have a new shimmer spray in stock, and this is our Winter Frost. So this is, if you've seen our previous ones, we had Aquatini, the Flamingo, what was that one? The Fizzy Flamingo and the Silver Sparkle, all being really, really popular. They create a bit of colour with a lovely shimmer on top. The shimmer is immense, actually. And so we wanted to bring one to you for winter that will just really add to your winter projects. So you can see that all of the colour has settled at the bottom of our bottle here, and all you need to do is shake that from side to side for a little while, and it will mix that mica in there, the shimmer spray, and then just be very careful when you spray it because it will spray everywhere. So make sure you've got your splatter box, but it will make for a beautiful effect on top of your projects. So that's the new shimmer spray in Winter Frost. So I think that's everything for the release. So I promised you some samples, didn't I? So here we go then, some samples. Let's start with our Stinking Cute. So I have a few samples here from the team, using various different products from the sets that I've shown you. So here we have the Stinking Cute. We've got an example here where the wide frames have been used, so that's really, really cool. This one is so sweet and so detailed from Vic. She's used a lot of the characters there and a lot of the elements, and then used this really beautiful border. She's actually stamped the wood grain stamp on there and ink blended kind of a wooden frame around that. She's even used some of our spring blooms, but coloured them in autumn colours so that it all coordinates. Beautiful card that. Well done, Vic. We have a card here. This is from one of our new design team, Mickey. Really nice, simple card. Again, using that wide stitch frame. An example here, I think this is from Natalia, and she's used the houndstooth as an embossing folder in the background, which is really cool. I love that idea. And then she's used that hugs sentiment there and built up that internal piece with several layers of card to make that really stand out. Really, really lovely card that. And then this one, one that I made, I actually used the houndstooth stencil as a stencil, and then used the trio circle slimline dies to make my little apertures for to frame each of my characters. So I'm going to try and whip through some of these because obviously it's been a long video already, but I really want to share some of these examples with you because the guys do such a great job, and it really brings a lot of these things to life. So this is the Jumping with Joy. So let's just grab some of these on here. So again, lots of different styles, things that you can do with these stamp sets. As you can see, so many different things, really clean and simple here, using those leaves as a little cave, a little bed of leaves for our sleeping mouse, which is super cute. This one here, I've used those winter trees in my background, and I've actually used those leaves as a canopy across my trees there, and I've popped the little acorn in the little squirrel's paws there, and then I've used some of the wood grain paper as my background. In this one is so amazing from Vic. She's actually combined the Stinking Cute and the Jumping with Joy sets together to make this stepper card, which is amazing. But she's also used the Home for Christmas houses as a backdrop. Really love that, and there's nothing Christmassy about those houses in the way that she's done this. She's also used that boho tile stencil in the background as well. Beautiful card, really gorgeous. This one is Natalia. She's done some fun stenciling in the background with some sparkly texture, and then made this the Jumping with Joy set into a Christmas scene using those fun winter trees as a backdrop. Really, really beautiful. And then this one, this one's come all the way from Canada. Annalisa's made this one. She's actually made this one, I believe, with the digi stamps because I didn't have the stamps with her in time. But she's made this really fun pop-up, flip-up card. Oh, sorry, I don't want to break your card, Annalisa, but if you pull this tab, our little squirrel jumps. How cute is that? So adorable. Beautiful card, Annalisa, and I'm so pleased that it got here in time for me to show it to everyone. Our Baked with Love set, again, the team have gone to town on this. We've got some amazing examples, and there will be more on the website for you to see as well. So we have use of the wide frame on here, all of those accessories in the background, use of the different stencils as well to make the background. That little utensil shelf, used as a shelf to pop the microwave on, really cute. And again, it's another example of using that stencil for the floor and the tiles in the background there. Very, very cute. The Dachshunds, again, super cute. Some quick examples for you here for the Dachshunds, where we've used the different sentiments and the trees in the background. The hug sentiment there. This little guy is actually being teamed up with the Dog on Mutts stamp set. So that's a really great way of mixing your stamp sets together. Love that. And then what have we got here? Oh, this one is an example of, in the background is the Snow Flurry cover die, and we've also got the sentiment Yum, which is really, really cute. And I think the colour scheme in this just makes me think of gingerbread. I love it. We have an example here of the houses. So this is the Slimline Mini Village die set, and this has been layered up in 3 different colours of cardstock and some sparkle, and then the sentiment cozy has been built up with some metallic cardstock, and I just think it's just so elegant and so pretty. A really beautiful card there. That one's from Mickey. I've got an example here then, a couple of examples. Oh no, I'll show you another one with the mini, couple more with the mini village actually. So this one again, that Snow Flurry background has been used with some, I think that's alcohol inks actually, really, really beautiful. And then the mini village has been die cut out of 2 layers of cardstock and just offset slightly to make this really beautiful effect. That one's one of Natalia's, I believe. And then here is my shaker card. So I've used the Snow Flurry as my backdrop and done some ink blending there. I've used the Sentiment Joy. And then I've used the smaller of the wide stitched frames. Cut my houses out of some glitter cardstock, and then added some of those Snow Flurry sparkle, oh, too many S's, Snow Flurry shaker bits in the centre to make my shaker, and I think that's just a really pretty card. And then we've got an example here of, a couple of examples actually, of the takeout coffee cups. So this is the version that I made to show you how you could build it up to look like a frappuccino. So that's all of the layers of the card, of the dies there, built up to make a frothy coffee. I've used the papers in the background and the wide stitch frame, so you can see just how versatile this wide stitch frame die is. And then also the coffee sentiment at the top. And I've teamed this up with the Coffee Lovers stamp set with the Because Adulting is Hard, because it is. And then I've also made 2 tags here to go with it. So this one here is the other way that you can make your coffee mug, or coffee cup, sorry. So we have kind of a traditional Starbucks style coffee cup here. And again, I've used one of the sentiments from the Coffee Lovers stamp set. And I've just popped up the little tag there and added a white line of Jelly Roll pen to that. In the background, I've got some of my patterned papers. And again, I've used some of my patterned papers here to make this tag and the Coffee Lovers stamp set here. So the dies for the tags come from the Memory Keeping Essentials die set. A really, really versatile set that made the perfect size tags, perfect for all of your Christmas gifts as well as your memory keeping. So that's the coffee set. Just speaking of the papers, I will just quickly show you these again. I think my little tags got a little bit wonky on that one. I made these really, really fun little little gift bags using the patterned papers, and I will try and do either a live or a video showing you how I made these, because I absolutely loved making them. I loved making the little tags that go on the front, and building up the little houses and the scenes using my patterned papers. It was a really fun way of using up some of my scraps as well, because obviously all of the dies are really quite small, so they're perfect for using up your scraps, and I would think you'll really love making these as a project. And then I think the final ones to show you are the ones to use with the add-on, open the door add-on set. So for the open the door add-on set, few different ways of building this up. You can see that the design team have done, and I love how these look. This one is probably just quite a simple, almost traditional one that I put together just so that you can see how this builds up. So I've just used some pattern papers in the background and stenciled a little bit of a fake brick wall there, and then I've built up each of those trees to show you how those trees can be built up. Put together my door, added my wreath, added my strip of lights, which is so cute, and then inside I've matched up this patterned paper on the inside of my door and added that stack of presents with the little bows on top, and then I've added some of the sentiment card greetings that I'd already foiled previously. So I've just added from our house to yours and holiday greetings on the inside of the door, which I think is just really cute. And then I love what the design team have done with these two cards. Sorry, I'm moving my my base around here. This one here, this one is from Natalie, and she's used the tiled wall stencil to create her wall in the background, which I think is really cool because she's used some texture paste. She's added her lights with some glittery cardstock, and here this little chap is one of the little mice from the Baked with Love set. Baked with More Love set, sorry, and he's carrying the stack of presents to the door. She's stuck down the door. You can't open the door. You don't have to have the door to open if you don't want to, but he's there delivering his presents. I just think that's so adorable, and she's used one of the frames from our I'm going to try and remember what it's called now. It's the, is it the nesting frame die? I think the nesting frame die. So she's used that just as an outline, and I love how she's decorated her trees. Really cute card, that. Love that idea. And then this one again is a great example. This one's Vic, I think. Yeah, so this is another great example of mixing and matching your other stamp sets to make your scenes. So she's used the Dachshund and one of our little bears from the Bearing Gift stamp set outside the door that's been decorated up with the wreath, the beautiful, I love how she's decorated her trees, and then the lights across the door, the top of the door there, and then you can open the door and there's presents inside as well. Really cute, really gorgeous cards. Some absolutely amazing examples there from the team. So that's it. That's the whole new release. That's everything. I mean, you know, there's some amazing amazing products, amazing card samples from the team, so a huge thank you to them. I mean, there's just so much. I can't even show you everything on one screen. But I hope that you've enjoyed that. I hope you like the new release and you found something here that you might like and that inspires you. We've certainly enjoyed playing with it all, as you can see from the samples that we've got live, I guess. So what I just need to let you know about from 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that's Friday the 26th of November. That goes live at the same time as our Black Friday sale launches. Now, the new release will not be included in the Black Friday sale. I'm really sorry. However, there will be lots of amazing things available for you in that sale. So I'll just give you some details of that Black Friday sale. It starts, like I say, at 9 o'clock on the 26th. It runs until midnight on the 29th of November. And you will get 30% off anything that is in our Black Friday sale section. So if you head to the menu on the website, click on the button that says Black Friday, it will take you to the Black Friday collection, and everything in that section is eligible for 30% off. You just need to use the code BFCM2021 and that will automatically apply your 30% discount. In addition to that, because we don't want, you know, we want to give you as much value as possible. If you purchase anything at all from the Black Friday sale, so there's no minimum order, you can order one item from the Black Friday sale, and we will give you a free gift of the Brighter Days White on Grey sentiment cards. So there are 4 cards in the pack. They have a number of wonderful sentiments that you can use for all kinds of occasions. They're Brighter Days Ahead, You Are My Favourite, Love You, Hugs and Kisses, Stay Safe, You Are My Hero, May All Your Wishes Come True, I Just Really Love You, From the Bottom of My Heart, Sending Virtual Hugs, You Are Beautiful. Just so many sentiments in there that you can use for so many different occasions. You can use them for the next big holiday, Valentine's coming up, great for that. Great for just sending nice messages to people you love and people in your life. So that's your free gift if you purchase anything from the sale. You can obviously purchase from the sale and from the new release, but the code won't apply to the new release items. So how would you like an opportunity to win all of the items in the new release? We are holding an Instagram hop on Instagram tomorrow. So throughout the day tomorrow, you will be able to see some closer examples of work from the design team using all of the new release. And you will be able to have a chance of winning all of the items I've shown you today. All you need to do is head over to our Instagram page, follow the hop, follow the instructions on the blog hop, on the Instagram hop post, and that will tell you everything you need to do to win the full release. So that's tomorrow. Lots of things for you to look out for tomorrow. The Black Friday sale, the new release goes live, and our Instagram hop with a chance to win everything that you've seen today. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye guys. Bye.